That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? You know, with the new Harry Potter series coming to HBO Max, they're clearly swinging for the fences. They got the best of the best in the showrunners that are working in the industry today. They have been attracting top tier talent to join the cast. But what we've been waiting on is to find out who's going to play the kids. I don't know why we've been so excited to find out who's going to play the kids, because it was always a foregone conclusion. Whoever they cast, we've never heard of them. But nonetheless, we still want to get our first look at these scamps who are going to be playing the new trio in Hogwarts. And now we got them. According to Variety, the Harry Potter HBO series has finally cast their Harry, Ron, and Hermione. I'm kidding. I know it's Hermione. In their roles. And you know what? Just looking at them, I see it. I think it's great. Anyway, listen. Harry Potter, HBO's Harry Potter TV series has officially found its Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Dominic McLaughlin will play the role of Harry Potter. Arabella Stanton is Hermione Granger. And Alistair Stout, who Chris before the show was pointing out is the most British name you could possibly come up with. Oh my gosh,
it's so British. I love it.
Is Ron Weasley. More than 30,000 actors auditioned for the lead role since HBO launched an open casting call last fall. Filming is expected to begin this summer. After an extraordinary search led by casting directors Lucy Beavan and Emily Brockman, we are delighted to announce that we have found our Harry, Hermione, and Ron. The talent of these three unique actors is wonderful to behold. We cannot wait for the world to witness their magic together on screen. They also go on to talk about some of their backgrounds. The Harry Potter roles launched Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint to worldwide fame in the early 2000s, and the HBO series could very well do the same for McLaughlin, Stanton, and Stout, who are largely newcomers. McLaughlin acted in Grow, an upcoming comedy on Sky starring Nick Frost, who is also going to be in the Harry Potter series as Hagrid, and Golda Rochevelle, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, while Stanton starred as Matilda in Matilda the Musical on West End. Guys, that's their version of Broadway. Mm-hmm. This child starred on Broadway. Anyway, Harry Potter will be Stout's first major role. Okay, so the first thing we're probably going to look at is just the kids. They're adorable, they're cute. That kid was born to play Ron. And I'm not even talking about the red hair, because you can dye any kid's hair red. That kid was born to play Ron right there. I mean, they just look adorable. And again, the fact that they were able to find a kid this young who literally has a couple of years of quote unquote Broadway experience is mind-blowing to me, which I'm excited about. So look, obviously I don't know the work of any of these kids. We knew that going in. We aren't going to know who any of these kids are. So hopefully going through 30,000 auditions, 30,000 individuals of talent, and they come up with these three, hopefully it's going to be good for it. But here we are. We've got the three. And guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Ridge. Hey guys, listen, I love this thing. This is my Ridge wallet. And honestly, I think it's the last wallet I'll probably ever need. I used to carry around this huge, bulky leather beast stuffed with receipts, old cards, and frankly, way too much junk. It messed up my back when I would sit down on it with my back pocket. And since switching to Ridge, game changer. This thing is sleek, compact, holds up to 12 cards plus cash, and it still fits perfectly in my front pocket. I've got the carbon fiber one. It's ridiculously durable and looks amazing. You can choose from over 50 different colors and styles too. And in today's world, this part is key. It's got RFID blocking tech built in so you can keep your info safe from digital thieves. Peace of mind and style? Absolutely. Another added bonus is if you're like me and constantly misplacing your stuff, they even have an AirTag attachment so you can always know where your wallet is. And to make this even better, Ridge gives you free shipping, a 99-day risk-free trial, and a lifetime warranty on all of their products, wallets, key cases, even suitcases. Right now, Ridge is having their huge Memorial Day sale. Get up to 40% off at ridge.com/Campea. That's ridge.com/Campea. And after you buy, tell them our show sent you because it helps a lot. Anyway, Chris, we've gotten our first glimpse of them. I think our first glimpse is all we've really got, but what do you think about the casting for Harry Potter?
Oh man, I'm so glad you brought up the moment of who are they? Because it's like that episode of Justice League where Lex Luthor and Wally West body switch, and he unmasks the Flash, is like, I don't know who this is. That's how I felt watching these kids.
Or Thanos looking at Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. I'm just, who are you? So I'm really excited to have these unknowns who have like theatrical chops, theater chops under their belt. That's really awesome. Obviously, they have to have incredible chemistry because these kids are put through the ringer doing so many chemistry tests, being paired up with different people throughout that, which if anyone's ever done that, it is so weird and bizarre because you can't fake that chemistry. And it's just you being popped in with random people going, well, do we seem like actual real friends when we've known each other for 5 seconds? And kids tend to do way better with that because they're not judgmental and are usually like, sure, let's just try to hang out and kick it. I'm really excited to see these three. I think they just all look adorable too. Look at this little group. Look at these scamps. What a bunch of rascals. They're going to get in trouble. I love them.
You know, here's the key though. The key, like, listen, again, I'm gushing over the fact I did the same thing when they cast, I'm forgetting the name of the actor now who played Cyborg in Justice League. Who played Cyborg?
Why am I
freezing on his name?
Oh,
But he was great.
yes.
Anyway, but I remember
where you at?
I got all excited about him because he literally had Broadway experience.
Yeah.
And I'm like that's an Broadway experience.
Ray Fisher.
Ray Fisher.
There we go.
And he has a hot toy now.
You
of
are
Cyborg.
an actor's actor if you can do Broadway, right? So obviously I'm kind of gushing about the fact that they literally found a little girl with multiple years experience as the lead of a West End stage production. That's insane. But they're still children. The magic of Harry Potter to me, and I'm not a major Potterhead or anything, but the magic of Harry Potter wasn't that little Daniel Radcliffe. He's turned into a really good actor, but it's not that little Daniel Radcliffe was a great actor or little Rupert Grint was a great actor. The magic was the chemistry between those three.
Mm-hmm.
Like they popped onto the screen like they popped out of their mother's womb, like all together. It just seemed like they were genetically bonded. And they had such a great, joyful chemistry together. And that's to me what made it work. And so while I'm thrilled that the one girl's like Broadway, the one kid has got television experience already with Nick Frost.
She has like identical eyebrows. It's crazy.
That's all great. It's going to come down to, like you were pointing out, the testing. Did they find the three kids who are going to atomically bond and just have that chemistry? And that's where the magic of this is going to come from if they have it. Anyway, Rob, you saw the casting here. What did you think?
Well, first of all, before our British friends get all pissed off, it could be said that Broadway is the equivalent of the West End.
Boom.
Right.
Just want to
Absolutely.
point that out.
Yes.
People are going to come after us. But no, I would say, John, that you guys, these characters, these three kids, they not only had to be great, they had to either be on par or exceed what we've already seen in 8 Harry Potter films. So this was probably one of the most difficult casting choices in the history of entertainment, I would imagine.
They have to grow.
Yeah,
The casting directors were,
I can't even imagine, dude.
because they have to be like, well, they have to grow into this too. So
Yeah.
it can't just be what we see for season 1 or 2.
No.
These got to be the same people in like Deathly Hallows. You
Yep.
know?
Yeah, I would say that of all the casting choices in the history of entertainment, these three might have been the most important and the most difficult. And this is not a judgment on Harry Potter. I'm just thinking about the difficulty it would be to find not just one, not just 2, but 3 characters that have to embody these people and they vibe, like you pointed out, the chemistry tests. This is one of the reasons that I'm really excited about James Gunn's Superman. They did a lot of chemistry tests for a long time with the actors, and that's what you want. You want these characters. You don't have time to get to know them.
No.
People are going to judge these as soon as that kid opens his mouth as Harry Potter. If he doesn't, whatever the first word he utters is, if he isn't grabbing you the way Daniel Radcliffe did, they've lost. Which means to me, they already know that they've won. So this is probably the greatest casting job in the history of all entertainment.
The last time I could
Dang.
think about something that would be this extensive in this thing and this key to the right casting was when they were trying to cast Anakin for the Star Wars prequels, right? And because there was so much, they talked about the tens and tens of thousands that the kids had to do. And you're right, there's a roll of the dice in this, in casting, because you're trying to cast the best kids right now. you have no idea how they're going to grow. You have no idea how they're going to develop. Because they are literally hooking their wagon up to these kids for the next 7 years. And have them grow. So you do the best you can with this casting right now, and then it's kind of a crapshoot as to how they're going to grow and develop as performers and actors as the audience will get to grow along with them. So again, these are all completely unknown commodities, but I gotta say, I am pretty thrilled that they're getting one kid who's already got television experience working with one of his co-stars, Nick Frost. And the girl they got literally has West End stage performance leading a Matilda the musical show.
Totally.
So, I mean, you can't do any better than that on paper. So we'll see how it works out. Will they have that chemistry, guys? The question is for you. What do you think about it? Do you think this group of kids are going to be able to bond together like we saw the original kids do? Will they have that same chemistry? Whatever you guys think about this, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.